What's up, I'm gorgeous, beautiful gamers, welcome back to Role-Playing Games. This is Miracle98, and never like this because about RPGs, like the content, like the videos, super appreciated, and also today you're a gorgeous, beautiful person, you're indeed a gorgeous, beautiful person. In today's video, we're going to do a beginner's guide, tips and tricks, tips that I wish that I knew sooner before playing the game. It took me way too long to realize about many of this stuff that you should be doing ASAP as soon as you start the game, as well as many things that you shouldn't be doing in this game. So, that being said, let's get right into it with the first one. So, exploration. While doing exploration, what you want to do is gather as many materials as possible and unlock as many of these places that we have right here. We'll talk about them in a brief moment. But when you start on a new map, your map is going to be completely blurry. It's going to be completely fogged. So what you want to do is just run around. Just run around and do not be afraid when you're going to reach areas that you're not able to get them, that you need to climb, for example. Do not be afraid to use your Karakuri, because when you use your Karakuri, they're always going to remain there, right? It doesn't matter if you switch map, if you go through a different map, they are always going to be there. So all of the assets, tools that you have scattered throughout the world while doing your exploration to make you traverse easier, they are going to be there, and they are going to make your hunts that much easier. The main thing that you are going to try to get when you are exploring the map is going to be those things. This is a dragon pit. Dragon pits, you are going to need small mist crystals, well, for this specific map, to be able to activate it. You can get the crystals in different maps by just gathering your materials while you're around. But what you can do is that this is going to give you capacity to use your dragon Karakuri. And we'll talk about the most important dragon Karakuris in a brief moment, but just be aware that the main thing that you're going to be exploring for while you are doing your exploration is unlock as many of these guys as you can. And as you can see them in the map, so you can go get them. The gray ones are going to be the ones that you haven't unlocked, red ones, the ones that you have unlocked already, and these ones are going to be the ones that you can already upgrade. Yes, you can upgrade them, and the amazing thing is that you do not need to have to travel to them to be able to upgrade them, as you can see right here. So that is amazing indeed. Encampments, you can only have so many of them in each part of the map. Usually it's going to be 3. So the places where you should have your encampments are going to be strategic high places where you can get access to the rest areas easily without having to traverse that much. You also have the ability to place tierlings, but we'll talk about them later. For now, what you need to know is that you want to have your camps in high places that give you access to easy routes that you know that the enemies are going to go through, and that give you easy access to the rest of the map. You can place them it's ideally closer. My advice is for you to place them always closer to healing areas, as you see me doing right here. This campment, I have it on the edge of the map, and there's also going to be a healing area right there. Also, monsters like to climb that when they're wounded, so one thing that I like to do, we'll talk about this thing later, is this. I always travel to that encampment, which gives me access to healing potions, and it also gives me a safe turn back down. So every time that I am pursuing a monster, I am going to have easy healing close by. Hunting towers. They are very, very important. They are going to give you the locations of the kimono scattered around the map. You want to have them close by to campments to easy access. For you to be able to cover the entire zone of the map, but what you do not want to do, what you not want to have with your hunting towers, is to have them in places where they are not covering the entirety of the map. If you're looking for a specific kimono, it could be very difficult to find it if you do not have placed proper towers around the map. So my advice is for you to always place them around the edges. One here, one here, one here, and one here. And that is going to be true for every single map. On the edges of the map, so that it will give you the full coverage and will leave kimono no place to hide. Now, back again with the flying vines. The flying vines are going to give you access to the places where your campments cannot. Because like I said, you can only have so many campments. So what you want to do is scatter as many of them as you can in very situational places for you to be able to traverse the map easier. As you see, for example, I have this one right here. They are also highlighted in the map in case you do not remember where you have them. But this one, for example, I have it right here because this is a place that's very hidden in the map. Many monsters like to come down here. And I also have my tower, so it gives me easy access to my tower, and it gives me easy access to the underground that it'll continue to keep me on the fight. And then again, like the one you saw previously, I have this one right here. That's an area that the monsters like to climb up. So I have my campment hidden right here, and I have my vine right here, so I do not have to pursue the monster throughout this entire zigzag. I just need to come here, and then after that I need to get up here, and just as easy as that, I am already on the fighting place without the necessity to having to pursue the monster. Like any other hunting game, eating it is very important. It's going to give you health, it's going to give you boosts, it's going to give you buffs, which are very important for every hunt. So, the materials that you're going to need to eat are plants, vegetables that are scattered throughout the world, but there's also meat. Meat, which is my favorite, is going to give you, well, health boost, and on top of that health boost, it's also going to give you attack boost for percentages, so it is very important. As you can see up there, there's a, well, up there a number, and down there a little meter that you need to meet. So for you to be able to get the most of effects, you can have, like, for example, this one and this one. I have increased my stuff, and then I have leftovers. Like, for example, I can get 2 more attack boosts with this one, or maybe health boost and critical furies with this one, sidestep. There are many buffs that you can get by eating, so make sure to eat before a hunt. Where do I get the meat? Where do I get the vegetables? The vegetables are very simple. You will get them by just walking around, and eventually you will see them glowing, like this one right here. As for the meat, just kill animals. Animals are going to give you different materials, and in some occasions some animals will indeed give you meat, which I do believe it is the case for this one, and if not, at the end of the day it's still going to give me a material. But yeah, I got the red meat, and the red meat is going to give you health boost and attack boost, so it is very important for you to do so. You should not, by all means, be just killing the enemies. Sometimes they will yield you different minor little things that are very useful to you in many situations. At the end of the day, they are going to give you materials. Let me see if I can find them back again. There we go. There we go. That's the bad boy. You crouch, And when you crouch, you try to get close to him, and so long that he doesn't see you, you're going to be able to pet him. He didn't allow me to, got scared, but you should be able to pet them. Let me see if I can. I can't this time. There it is. He's still running away from me, but if he doesn't get scared, there we go. He allowed me to pet them, and when you pet the animals, they are going to yield you materials. Materials you will need for many different things. Which brings us to the next point, which is very important in every single hunting game that you have. If you go here to the encyclopedia, you will have the giant kimonos that you have hunted, and it is very important because this is going to give you the part softness where they are weaker, the attribute effectiveness, physical effectiveness, like for example slashing or blunt damage, piercing damage. Also element effectiveness. This one for example is very susceptible to fire and to ice as well, and so on and so forth. But here we also have the small kimono. The small kimono is going to give us descriptions of what kind of materials will we get when we kill them. So for example, if I want a small kimono skin, I would be farming for the rage tail pups. And if I want meat to be buffing myself while doing my hunts, I would of course go for a sage cane deer. The map. Use your map wisely. Thing is, with this game, something that I very much love is that you do not need to have to access the hunts through a specific place. Rather, you are going to be able to access everything from the map. So if you want to hunt a rage tail, you can just select the target right here, and this is going to create a session, multiplayer session, and it's also going to give you the locations for the maps that you have unlocked. It's also going to allow you to start your side quests and main quests. So by all means, take advantage of this. This is a blessing. This is something desperately needed in this kind of games. It makes the hunts so much easier. It makes the side quests so much easier. And I just can't stress enough how good it is to have this overworld map that is going to allow you to access every single thing much easier than you normally would. If you like the content and like the video, super appreciate it. As no one has told you today, you're a gorgeous and beautiful person. You are indeed a gorgeous, beautiful person. Remember to subscribe before you close the door, and I'll be seeing you goddamn gorgeous and beautiful people in the next one. Have a beautiful day, and goodbye.